turned that night, why things burned that night, hearts alone by the shore. Tears of blood, wherever we must stay. Tears of blood, to live and love another day. Tears of blood, no matter what they say. But when you roll all over our homes, took our beauty. When you roll all over our hearts and our souls. When you roll all over our land, took our freedom. It was war. Tears of blood, wherever we must stay. Tears of blood, to live and love another day. Tears of blood, no matter what they say. When you roll all over our land, took our freedom. When you roll all over our hearts and our souls, it was war.
Never gonna get used to that song. Never. It's never, no matter how many times I watch it. It's just not a good fit. Hi! What's up, Synapse? Welcome to my impromptu Magna Carta Tears of Blood stream. Didn't know I was gonna be streaming tonight, but I forced myself to try and stream because I've been really meaning to proceed with this this game. I figure even if we play it like a little bit every day, we don't necessarily have to do like a long stream session. Like even a couple of hours, like 2 to 3 hours is fine. Just so we can get through it eventually, right? But yeah, how's it going, man? I beat up the Shanka... What are they called? Shanka... The dojo. The dojo we had to fight. What the fuck were they called? Yeah, that dojo falls apart as long as you know how to counter. But countering is like kind of risky. It's just that if you happen to get it right and you happen to guess right, you're like virtually indestructible. Let me look up the name of that one dojo I fought, because they gave us a scroll. Oh, Ranka Shoretsu. Yeah. The Ranka Shoretsu style. I guess you could teach that to Haren. Should I? I don't know how scrolls work in this game, or if there's like any way to like see what you're going to teach your characters. 'Cause it seems like it's like permanent, huh? Yeah, it makes so much sense too, because I was like getting my ass beat last stream, and I was just trying to think the whole time, like, wait, like, is there some sort of trick to this? There's no way I'm just supposed to like tank hits and heal, right? Like, I think that whole dojo thing was supposed to be, at least for Haren, was supposed to be like a counter tutorial. Makes a lot of sense. That's like part of his utility, right? But yeah, beat up the dojo, got the scroll. We could check out the scroll today, try teaching him some new moves. I'm just scared, because what if there's like another party member that pops up in like hour 30 of the game and then they like this scroll, right? And then I only have like one scroll. What happens then? They keep introducing new characters, so it's kind of scary. Like, I have no idea how many characters are playable in this game, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's like a dozen. Yeah, it's crazy that Azel has defense. It's like, didn't expect him to be able to counter. Also, do we go this way? Oh, I see an enemy. Yeah, there we go. Sounds like it's a spider lady. Oh, what the fuck? I was trying to get the jump on them. Whoops. Oh, that's fine.
Time to bust some heads.
I want to practice countering today, so I brought along the squad. This squad is gonna be like
the best you can do.
Like if I fuck up, at least I'll have a healer, right? And then I can get used to learning different enemy patterns.
You see that?
But yeah, this is how it works. As soon as you pass your ATB gauge, you just go to counter stance. And then the enemy's gonna attack you and you just guess. Oh no, they attacked the wrong person. Hang on. You just kind of guess what attack they're gonna do based on the element that is available. So it's kind of like 50-50-ish. Oh, what the fuck? Where's my counter stance? It didn't work?
Don't make me laugh.
Are there like certain enemies that can't be countered? Maybe? I'll try it again on this enemy. Oh wait. Oh no! Oh, it's such a confusing UI. Hang on. I noticed too, if you fuck up your counter, like don't you lose your Trinity drive? Always with the Trinity drive. Dude, that's fucked. They keep doing that in this game. It's like anything you do wrong, a single mistake, the slightest mistake, they're like, ah, too bad. I guess we're gonna have to take that away from you. Kind of like it rewards you for playing perfectly a little bit, but it punishes you a lot for playing even a little wrong. No! Okay, that was XX. There's this enemy too. I wonder why my counter didn't activate earlier. It's a bit weird.
Don't worry about me.
Yeah, I'm just labbing. Let me see if they can attack me again. X. That was XXX maybe. That's 3 X's? No way. Unless I just fucked up the last timing. Oh my god. Dude, City of the Wolves is such a weird game to me now because they announced fucking Ronaldo as a playable character and I don't know how I feel about it. At first I was like, oh, it's kind of cool, I guess. And then the more I thought about it, the more upset I became.
It was over before
you
it
know?
started.
I was just like, dude, this is a waste of a fucking slot.
This is pathetic.
There's all these characters from SNK, from Garo, that or like from Fatal Fury that you could have added, but then you just added like some unrelated guy. Like he has nothing to do with the franchise. He just bought his way into the roster because of presumably like Saudi money. Right? And I'm just like, I don't know, it's kind of dumb. Like I would hate to have that happen in my favorite fighting game. That's what it comes down to, right? If they put Ronaldo in Dragon Ball Fighters, I'd be like, dude, what the fuck? Right? Like that could have been like a Dragon Ball character, an Akira Toriyama character. But instead we just got some like celebrity.
Is that the best you can do?
Who, by the way, didn't even voice the character. That's the funny part. They didn't even voice themselves. There's a voice actor for them. They couldn't be bothered. From what I was reading, it didn't even cost that much. For real?
Thanks.
Time to bust some
What the hell? Also, hey, what's up, Millie? Welcome in. I'm doing some comfy RPG adventuring today. And hey, Leviathan, welcome in. Piccolo, welcome
before
in.
it started. All too easy.
Yeah, I don't know how long I'm streaming today, guys, but it's gonna be a comfy stream. You're at a mall at this time? Malls are open at this time? After the laughs of him being an actual character, the more I hate it. Dude, it's stupid! Like, the longer you think about it, you're just like, why, right? And yeah, you're right, he does kind of look like a fan mod character. Like, he doesn't even seem that cool. Like, out of all the creative liberties that you could have taken, he just looks kind of like whatever. I guess he kicks a soccer ball and then it glows. It's like fighting game soccer ball. Okay, so we're definitely not going this direction. He would have fit in rival schools. If this was rival schools, then yeah, by all means. Have him join the sports club. I saw he's a stance character. It's like a less cool Blitzball. Where are we heading off to anyway? I'm heading to Doran Ruins. Got a dungeon coming up, I'm assuming. That makes a lot of sense. Like, I wonder how open-ended this game will become, if at all. Or is it, like, pretty linear all the way? Do you ever get, like, an airship? An RPG airship to explore? Let's see here. Oh, geez, that was so... Whoa, this is a new enemy, right? It's like fishmen. Did we get to We're Not Yasin yet? We're not Yasin. We're currently in the Yasin racism arc. Like, everyone in the party is super racist towards Yasin, except Wreath, because she's like 3. She's like 3 years old. But everyone's just like, yo, fuck Yasin. All my homies hate Yasin. You know exactly what I mean when you hear the part? Oh, wait.
The best you can
No,
do?
I did get to that part. You're talking about the shapeshifter part, right? The part where these 2 guards get attacked by our party because they were under disguise. And then they're like, no, we're not Yasin, right? Yeah, we did that last stream. Yo, super dude. Thank you so much for the raid, man. How's it going, buddy? How was stream?
Is that the best you can do?
I'm doing some comfy, short RPG adventuring today. I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming, but I want to try to get through a little bit of Magna Carta. We're not Yasin! It's crazy, dude. I kind of like the way the story's developing. Because it's really challenging every character's, like, hatred. Right? It's like, hey, we know you hate the Yasin, but how much do you hate them?
It was over before it started.
Because last time we saw Callance, he, like, swung at Wreath. Wreath was blocking the attack to protect what she thought were innocent people, but Callan swung anyway, and the only reason that the swing got stopped was because Justina showed up. That's the only reason. Otherwise, you would have fucking cut through Wreath like butter. If I go to Carl and say that line, he'll die laughing. I'll try to get the line down pat. Let me see if I can get a reaction out of him. Wait, I want to do the counter. No, dude, how do you guess? Okay, actually, it's the same pattern as last time with this enemy. It was XXX. And I think that's an electric attack, right? So it's like a lightning, maybe? Let's see if they do the same one. I'm gonna do XXX. X, X, X. Yeah, it's consistent. You see what happens? I just counter them. Instead of them attacking, I attack them.
That all?
Well done, everyone.
Oh, did the raid notification not show up? I'm not sure if it did or not. I know I saw the raid show up in chat. But I don't know if like my stream had the thingy. Now OBS has kind of been buggy for me lately because I think they've been doing updates and stuff and it's like breaking some shit for me. I wonder if there's any way I can test it. Let me see. Let me see here. Oh, how about this? I forgot how to do this thing. New follow? Where's the test button? Preview alert, here we go. It's not showing? The sound played, but the graphic isn't showing. That's weird. Huh. I wonder why that is. Come to think of it, when I was starting stream today, I was having trouble playing my, like normally I have my BGM title playing on this little black box, but it wasn't showing up. So I think something's broken tonight. Yeah, that sucks. Hey, Natsume, welcome in. Hello. How are you doing today? Are you familiar with Magna Carta, Tears of Blood? Do you fuck with the Yasin? Oh shit, see an enemy. Oh, nice. It's this enemy, which means I can counter them. So I gave this scroll to Callens. My logic is he's going to be the most played character. Which scroll did you give him? Which scroll did you end up feeding? Used to see it on shelves at game stores all the time, but never tried it. It's an interesting game. When I played it as a kid, I hated it. But revisiting it, it's pretty interesting. There's all these mechanics that I just didn't realize existed because the game was kind of obtuse. I also have like a lot more patience to play it now compared to back then.
You see that?
And so it's been really fun. I'd say this game has like a lot of subsystems, but none of them are well explained. Like the tutorial is super horrible. It kind of tries to like feed you all this information at once and then you don't retain any of it. That's like the big issue I noticed.
That all?
Yo, Animal Farm, what's good? Big thing I know about Magna Carta is that the artist Hyung-tae Kim went on to make MMO Blade and Soul, and their most recent work is Celebrated. Yeah, they became the CEO of Shift Up. So still making games, but more of like a CEO position. I always liked their artwork a lot. Like they've always been an inspiration for whenever I wanted to draw art. And so I'm pretty happy to see they're still in the industry doing whatever. Oh yeah, that's a thing too though. Yeah, modern day Hyung-tae Kim is maybe not as cool as young Hyung-tae Kim because he's like super AI pilled now. Like he doesn't really do a lot of original art anymore. He just like does AI art. He feeds his own art into the algorithm, so it's not like he's stealing from anyone. But it's resulting in a lot of artwork that just isn't as good as what he used to make. Hey, what's up, Swirly? Yeah, oh my god, he's done so many fan arts of like you know, other video game franchises,
see
whether
your
it's
every move.
like Capcom or like whatever, right? Oh no! Was that Circle? I think that was Circle. I'm guessing they're water element, but I'm not sure. Oh shit! Oops.
How the hell?
How the hell?
Don't worry about
Hang
me.
on, I want Haran to get experience, so we should we should revive him. Timing mechanics in turn-based RPG is my jam. It's pretty cool.
I can see your
It's
every
like
move.
it's not super involved in this game, but it is there. The big thing is that if you time your buttons correctly,
I'll make this
it
quick.
builds up your Trinity
rush.
gauge at the right side of the screen. And then the more that gauge fills up, you are eventually able to cash it out to do a bunch of damage all at once. But if you miss any of your timings, the gauge resets to 0.
It was over before it started.
So it's kind of like
All too easy.
very it's very punishing. These guys are wind? I actually have no idea what engine this runs on. Yeah, maybe it's Unreal. The thing is, there aren't like a ton of... I can't imagine there were a ton of like... Of Korean game developers making games for console back then. I think a lot of Korean games from back then were all like PC, right? Maybe I can just heal in battle. Oh, wait, I should look up my scrolls. Synapse is saying there's a scroll we gave Callens? I have all my scrolls saved up. I didn't use any. So Raiden scroll can go to Aeonis. Ranka Shoretsu can go to Haren. The Tenen Show scroll can go to Callens or Azel. You're right though, I should give Callens a scroll because I don't want him to just rely on a single element, right? Oh shit, and then Haren also has a Tenrai Geksho scroll. He's got 2? Mom says he can have 2? Hey, Squall, thank you so much for the raid. Oh wait, we did see the notification that time. Is it working after all? Yeah, how was your stream today? Welcome in. See, I think the ones you get from the dojos, you can get multiple. Oh, for real? I was wondering about that, because, like, I was worried that these scrolls were just, like, a one-time use, and then I'd be, like, bricking my playthrough somehow if I used them incorrectly. Because I don't know if there's going to be, like, another party member that shows up, like, 20, 30 hours into the game and suddenly, like, prevents me from, you know, using that scroll on them. Yeah, yo, do you know Magna Carta? Are you familiar? Have you played this? It's kind of surprising, like, streaming this on Twitch and having random people pull up, being like, pointing at the screen, being like, yo, it's Magna Carta, I know this one. Also, hey, Natsume, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Tardisoff, lock yourself. Okay, cool. If that's what you say, then I will take your word for it. I don't want to be like, you know, I don't want to be walking on eggshells for my entire playthrough. I just want to be free. But this is probably going to go to Callens then. I don't know what element it is. Do you think it's a... Because he's already using his current style. How do I know what element it is? Oh, it's... Is that an M? I guess they all say M. How do I know what... Oh, wait. It's the... Okay, the individual attacks all have different elements. So he's using air and heaven or wind and celestial, whatever you want to call it. So if we teach him this new thing... If we teach him the Tenen Show scroll... Nice sound effect. This is ice. What the hell? It's an ice style? That's kind of cool. Didn't expect that. Magna Carta and Shadow Hearts 1 and 2 are some of my GOAT RPGs on PS2. Oh, so you actually like this one? This one bounced off of me when I was younger. And so I always wanted to like revisit it to see if I liked it more as an adult. Or was at least like willing to tolerate it more and like see what it was all about. And so far it's been pretty chill. I think the art style and like the music carry a lot of it for me. Like I like the way the game looks and the way it feels. It feels like it fits right in with that like nostalgic PS2 era type of game.
Hey, hang in there.
Wait, I want to use my new style. How do I do that again? Yeah, Skyblade. Terrible timing. Forget about it. Oh, yo, this is sick. What the hell? He's got a Virgil stance now? He's got the... Oh, shit. Maya's getting cooked.
Hey, hang in there.
Okay. Let's bring this back. I gotta have the other party members walk backwards so Callan can tank the next few hits. Dang, that's really nice. Actually, I have 2 attacks now. It's probably something I should have done a lot sooner. Dun, 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 dun. I fuck with it, and yeah, I agree. The art style and the music carry it. I played it after Shadow Hearts 1, so the gameplay clicked with me too. Yeah, because both those games have like a timed hit-based battle system, right? There's like a wheel that appears in the screen, and then you time a bunch of buttons, and then it feels good, right? I still need to play Shadow Hearts, but I've heard really good things. Shadow Hearts kind of plays like this, not exactly, but still.
It was over before it started.
I think this game's got some really cool ideas that, you know, maybe aren't
Don't get yourself
fully
killed.
realized. Like, I definitely would like to see it pushed a little more. Oh, fuck. She was standing too close. But yeah, just like the whole timed hits battle system. It'd be so much cooler if you can, like, defend every single attack. Like the Mario RPGs do, you know? Like, if enemies attacked in a rhythm, and then you had to, like, match the rhythm to reduce damage, for example. Yeah, it's this. There's a third Shadow Hearts game? And it's goofy. Honestly, there's like way too many PS2 games that I have not gotten around to. This PS2 is a very bloated console. It had so many games. For me, like, I spent a lot of my time playing import games. I had modded my PS2 and I was just importing games. Oh shit! Yo, he's getting all stylish with these level ups. Shadow Hearts ended at 2? Dang, is that bad, huh?
Is that the best you can do?
Perceived a new... Oh, what's the new move? Show me the new move. The last one was already pretty cool. Yo! Actually, that was the same one.
It was over before
Does my
it
new
started.
one... Is my new one usable next turn? This is the new one, I think, because the command is different. What's it gonna be? I can't see shit, but I think it looks sick.
It was over before it started.
I think it looked pretty cool.
Well done, everyone.
Right, my Haran is slowly leveling up. I don't know if I'm gonna keep him as a party member though, you know? There's too many party members this game. And not enough party space. Gave the dojo scroll to Haran? The Ranka Shoretsu scroll, right? It's so bad that I pretend Shadow Hearts 2 is 3 because Kodelka is technically the first game. Oh yeah, yeah! I remember hearing that Kodelka is like related to that. I want to play Kodelka. I've listened to that soundtrack a lot. Kodelka. Dun, dun. Gotta play SMT. Which one should I start with? Should I start with 1? So I've played SMT 5, but I haven't played the other ones. I kind of started in the wrong order. Kodelka's voice acting is actually ridiculous considering when it came out. Wasn't that like a PS2 game? Or sorry, PS1 game? That's a PS1 game. Like some PS1 games had a lot of voice acting, and it's so charming that it all came from that like late 90s, early 2000s era. You know, when you watch shows from that time or hear dubs from that time, it's like different from what you would expect now. A little more like Saturday morning cartoon vibes is how I would like to describe it.
It was over before it started.
I guess the thing about having new stances is you still want to try to like attack with the same stance to stack up the levels, right?
It was over before it started.
You're only going to switch stances as like a sub attack in case your element runs out. There's one scene in Kodelka that still sticks with me today, and I just can't believe the VA was that good. I've seen the intro for Kodelka, and it came off kind of like a horror game.
It was over before it started.
Like it was actually kind of creepy.
Well done.
But then they went into this like goofy RPG battle system combat thing, and I was like, oh, all the horror that I felt just kind of left the building. The vibes are different now. I really like the voice acting in Brave Fencer Musashi. If you've played that. Brave Fencer Musashi is so good. That's like my top 5 PS1 RPGs. Or action games, whatever you want to call it. First games are definitely more horror. It was supposed to be a survival horror game originally, but a lot of the team was from SC, so they wanted to make another RPG. Yeah, they even had like the RPG menus, right? When you play an RPG and it just has like the same menu design, like this game has it. It feels like every RPG that was designed in this era all like studied from the same school of UI. Yeah, this stance is really good. Does it have a...
It was over before it started.
Does it have multiple... The other one's counter, right? I see it. Wait, is it counter? Let me check. It's combo. Okay, let me check the combo. Oh, I fucked up. I goofed. Shit. I'm taking extra damage. That wasn't too bad. I want to see the combo animation. Because I'm sick of air rush. Oh my god, I suck. One more time, please. Third time's the charm. It's so dizzy after a while.
Think you can keep up with me?
This is new, right?
Swallow slash!
Swallow slash. Wait, hang on. Let him cook. Hang on, this might be sick. Yo! What the fuck? Okay, that's tight.
It was over before
That's sick as hell. I'm glad I got it. I didn't expect this to be an ice fighting style. I really didn't. Yeah, finally no more air rush. Air Rush has been around for like 3 streams now. I'm tired of it. Oh wait, I have to I have to do Air Rush again actually. We're out of element for ice.
You're wide open. Air rush.
Air Rush. One more. The last Air Rush. I'm pretty sure we're gonna use it a bunch still. It's very, very classical move, you know? Nothing
It was
too
over before
fancy.
it started.
It doesn't have a bunch of like
Well
ice
done,
effects
everyone.
happening. Time to heal up. But yeah, it's weird, man. I think when I was originally streaming this game on Twitch and YouTube, I was expecting most people to show up and shit on it. But of the people who did like pop in a chat, I feel like there's been a higher number of people, like the majority of people who've commented about the game after playing it in the past have actually said positive things. It's the people who haven't played it that like kind of raise their eyebrows. Like I've been rating multiple streams after finishing a Magna Carta session, and like the streamer that I raid will always be like, hey, what were you playing today, right? And I'm like, oh, I was playing Magna Carta Tears of Blood. And then you could see their reaction. Like they're just like, oh, wasn't that the shitty one? I'm like, damn, the reputation of this game really precedes it. Notia is west of Remier. It's a bit far, so let's make sure we're prepared. Oh shit, I could have just rested here, huh? Is anyone to talk to? I like the freaking social link system and how unpredictable it is. Like you'll talk with a character, they'll give you like A or B choice, and then you pick one of those choices, and then all of a sudden some other second character pops into the conversation and like disagrees with the shit you said. And so one character vibes with you, it's like, oh yeah, that made Maya happy, but then it made Haran mad. Haran now hates you. Haran thinks you're a shit leader. Oh, Justina's a healer? I haven't used her yet, actually. Is she even in my party right now? I think she's at the bottom. Yeah, she's been very hidden. I could have her pull up for a battle just to see her. I haven't spent enough time with her. There's just too many characters, man. It's insane. It's unreasonable how many characters they keep introducing. There's no way you can like level them all up equally unless you're some kind of psychopath. There are way too many. Maybe the idea was that you're supposed to like, you know, do multiple playthroughs and like pick different ones each time, right? Kind of like those games with big ass rosters like a Suikoden or Chrono Cross or something. Because there's all these elements that they're attacking with too, right? I feel like that has a lot to do with it. They probably wanted you to like build different squads. One of my criticisms for sure, Romancing Saga does that much better. The way Romancing Saga does it is nice because it forces you to commit. Right? It doesn't give you the illusion of being like, oh yeah, you could level up all these characters. Like, no, it never does that. What Romancing Saga Minstrel Song at least does is it'll be like, hey, you got like 4 spots in your party, who you want, right? Who do you want to include? But you better be fucking careful about who you pick. Yeah, it doesn't fool you in
It was
any
over
way.
before it started.
Da-da-da. I was thinking about Romancing Saga the other day. Because someone from my Discord was like talking about RPGs and stuff, and I was telling them they need to play Minstrel Song. Minstrel Song is so good.
Is that the best you can do?
And it's absolutely out there. Played nothing like it in all my years. It's so funny to me the Saga series started because people hated FF2, but boy was it worth
It was
it.
over before it started.
I just like that it's like experimental, you know? I think there was a time when a lot of these games were the same, right? They were very much stealing off of each other's ideas, and everyone was mostly doing the same thing. Occasionally you would have someone step in and do something different, which is why I always vibed with like Tri-Ace or like, you know, any of the Tales games and all that, because they were always doing these cool like action battle systems. You know, it wasn't just like turn-based. But yeah, I feel like it was super common for most of those games to be the same, and so whenever something showed up that handled things a little differently, you're like, oh, hey, hang on. I've never experienced this flavor before, right? I think this game probably fits into that mold a little bit. Not too much. Like it's fairly traditional, but I think it has a lot of subsystems to keep things interesting. Like I can't think of many other games off the top of my head that have you draw your magic spells from like the environment. You know, and that there's this whole like chi system where it's like ice and wind and fire are just like flying around in the atmosphere and you have to draw energy from it. And if the zone you're in doesn't have that element available, you can't even attack, right? You can't even perform your spells unless the conditions are correct. That's also describing the MMO genre right now, back when WoW was at its peak. Saga series really DDT'd the genre on its neck, and yeah, it's so good. It's so friggin' incredible. It's like the perfect game for people who are burnt out on the usual RPGs, right? This is where I first met her. She was trying to go to Remier for Amabot, and she ended up in Aristine because she got lost. She was always bad with directions. Let's look for what she left you. Is this it? This can't be it. Gotta appraise this. Whatever that was. Is this a sign? Doesn't seem like one. This is a sign. Casca. From Berserk? What about this? Ronka. I don't know which way is the right way. Is that supposed to go to Ronka or Casca? Oh shit. Whoa! Some experimental things are dumb though, like having to walk around slowly and not get ambushed. Yeah, right? Like it's not always a hit. Sometimes it's a miss. That's probably one of the main complaints that I hear people talk about with this game is like, it's really slow, right? Dun, 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 dun. Speaking of Berserk, by complete coincidence, the top shelf of my bookshelf is the exact size to fit the entire hardback Berserk collection and the box set of Nausicaa. It is amazing when you just have like just enough space to finish like a missing piece of your room.
The gods have lent you their strength.
Oh shit, I forgot about Justina. Girl with the big bow. Huge bow.
Is that the best you can do?
Man, it's just me or they're acting like way faster than I am.
Is that the best you can do?
I always wondered about that. Like, now that you guys brought up Berserk, I wonder what the best way to read it physically is. Because I have no doubts they've probably, like, released a bunch of different versions of it by now, right? Hey, Asian Skull, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, everyone. How's it hanging? How was stream today? Welcome in. I'm Tatsu and I'm playing Magna Carta today. It's an RPG that's kind of weird and some people like it, but most people don't like it. The ones I'm talking about are the extra large page size with the nice faux leather hardback. Yeah, I think I know which one you're talking about. It's like ginormous, right?
It was over before
It's like a
it started.
tome.
All too easy.
I was a fan of the Magna Carta in 360. Yeah, so that one was the sequel, right? That was Magna Carta 2. That one I know very little about. This was the only one I ever tried. I rented this one out for like a weekend and then it didn't really click with me. And then like fast forward 20 years later, I'm like, oh, maybe I should try it again. Oh, is this where Haren's fiance left her stuff? Hey, what's up, Tears? Welcome in. Right now with Berserk, I'm just wondering when they plan on ending it, because I'm dying of anticipation. Well, it's weird now, right? Because the author's already passed away, so whatever ending we get is like... It's not gonna be 100% from the source. Even though I know they like pass down their like scripts and like the concept and the idea. It's just like a little different now. Yeah, this is the place. Here it is. Felicia's gloves. Yo, Felicia was also a fisticuffer. Felicia's letter. Did you keep your promise and come early to find your present? If you're reading this letter, then that means you did. I'm glad. This is where we met for the first time. I'm horrible with directions, and I was surprised that you patiently showed me the way to Remier. At first, you brushed me off, but then you changed your mind. It'd be disgusting if I found your dead body along the road, you said. I was shocked, but then realized you just weren't very good at expressing yourself. It was cold out and raining pretty hard, yet you lent me your coat. Thank you. This isn't much, but consider it a token of my gratitude. Sorry you had to wait 4 years for it, though. I went to a lot of trouble to make this for you, so take good care of it. In 2 years, I'll be there with you, and then I'll make you say thank you. You better not say it's too embarrassing, or I'll never forgive you. Oh man! No! This is from his dead fiance. And he like found like a... He got frame trapped with a letter after like years of her death, and she was like, hey, this letter's supposed to arrive late because I sent it out late and wanted to have you read it at this exact time, but I left this item at this specific location. You should check it out. And then it ended up being a pair of gloves for him. Yeah, she's not the fisticuffers. She just made him a nice pair of gloves. We'll go on ahead. Take your time. Nah, it's cool. This is just another place now. I didn't need to come here to remember her. No! Oh man! Not the sad Haren arc. That shit kills me, man. Wouldn't mind a nice long bath at headquarters, but I'm afraid it'll have to wait. That's where headquarters is? It's right over there. This thing looks like you can like interact with it. Yeah, I mean, how good are these gloves? How nice are they? Okay. Yeah, the gloves that Felicia knit for Haran. She knitted it. Every single strand made with love. I'm almost at Nodia now. Is it this way, I wonder? There's an upstairs. Oh wait, this is a dead end, I think. Maybe there's treasure at the end. Haran gotta suck it up. Death in games is there for character development. That is very true. Some characters are designed to die so that some other character can develop over their dead body. They must experience loss. Well, in this game, it's like, it's fucked up because, like, you know, Haran is obviously
It was over before it started.
very hateful towards Yasin, and he blames Yasin for taking away, like, the love of his life, right? And so it's really, what do you even do about that, really? Just gonna tell someone, hey man, you're being a little racist. I think you should consider that maybe there are good Yasin out there. He's not gonna give a shit. He's not gonna listen to
It
you.
was over before it started.
Oh fuck, I did not mean to go to combo stance. It's fine. You're gonna hit him with the
Is that the best
flash.
you could-
Time to bust some heads.
Oh wait, Callan's got webbed? The hell? Also, Justina's a lot smaller than I thought she was. She kinda small. She got the same AoE heal as the other healers.
Thanks.
Live Callan's reaction to Yasin propaganda. Dude, she looked way bigger. Maybe it's her bow, dude. I think the bow is throwing us off. Well, time to test out these new gloves.
Don't make me laugh.
Oh, that's a huge improvement. What the hell? That's so much better. He was kind of tickling before. I mean, he's under leveled too. So I think if I did have him at the same level as Callan's, he'd be dealing even more damage. Like, that would have been a one
That
shot.
all?
Well done, everyone.
Feels like not too long ago where I just had him at like 200, 300 HP. Now he's at 900. Like, I did have to play a little bit off stream when I was doing the dojo section. Oh, what's this? Hello, treasure. You're Azelpilled? You're gonna stick with him, you think? Royal Blue Rod. I still want to use Aeonis in my main party because I think Aeonis is hot. So I think like Aeonis, Wreath, Callens might be my final party. That's the one I would like to use, but we'll see. Oh, I got the same. I picked up the same rod that Justina's using. Also, why does the waterfall sound keep cutting off? Is it just a thing if I stand here and like navigate menus? Yeah, Aeonis is like, I like her because she's like, feels like one of the original party members, right? Before your party got all crowded, she was one of the first ones. Yeah, I always like the original party members. Like if it's Persona 5, I like Joker, Ryuji, and right. If it's Chrono Trigger, I like
Maybe
I like
best
Chrono,
by
Marl,
unbox.
and Luca, right? Yeah, FF10 would be like Yuna, Lulu, Waka. God, that last lash looks so sick.
Are you trying to make me look bad?
Using a character because they're hot isn't 100% necessary. I agree. Kind of spitting.
It was over before it started.
Hard to argue with that. This game does kind of give me like FF10 vibes a lot of times. Like some of the costume designs and like environments even.
Don't make me laugh.
Honestly, like the character models have aged really well. I think they look really good for being like 2004.
It was over before it started. Well done, everyone.
Wonder why there's so many healers in this game. You got Justina, you got Wreath, you got Maya. Is there any difference between them? They all have AoE heals. I guess they'll probably like learn different styles, right? At some point. Oh, I need to drink some water. Oof. This mechanic's really weird too, right? Having to like sit down to heal. It's like you're really just wasting the player's time in a way. Because you just put them in this like non-interactable state for 30 seconds. All to copy the feeling of playing an MMO. Yeah, it's the most MMO thing. Gotta sit and chill. I think that kind of mechanic makes sense if you're like playing with people, right? If you're playing an MMORPG with like a party and you're adventuring together with someone, like sitting down like that kind of gives you a chance to talk with them and catch up on whatever, right? It gives you like a little bit of breathing room. In a single player game, it makes no sense. You just don't notice it as much because I'm like streaming right now and I can like talk to chat and kill time. But if you were just playing this on your own by yourself, like what the fuck are you doing while sitting, right? Funny thing is the artist would go on and make Stellar Blade. Yeah. Oh, they became the CEO of that company, of Shift Up. Goddess of Victory Nikke too, which is my jam. My immersion though. What should I get for... What does Callens want for his extra slot? I think I gave Haran his old shit. Prevents confusion? Seems like I might be good. Because he doesn't really use magic, right? Yeah, you can keep it, Haran. Will Nikke survive the Persona 5 collab curse? I saw that War of the Visions Brave Exvius just got announced for end of service. And then someone pointed out that it's been like a year since the Persona 5 collab, like a year or 2 years or whatever. So it's the curse continues on.
Let's give him hell.
Every game that Persona 5 collabs with dies within a few years. Without fail. Dun, 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 dun. Grand Blue survived? Grand Blue's the one exception. Grand Blue's pretty old though, man. I sometimes wonder with that game. It's been around for like
It was over before it
like
started.
10 years now, right? You feel it when you play it too. You're like, oh shit, this game's like gacha games have gone a long way since this. 11th anniversary upcoming. Yeah, gacha games are insane now. They're like real games. You look at games like ZZZ or whatever, right? And it's like the only thing that's separating it from being a quote-unquote real game is its business model.
All too easy.
But like the graphics and the gameplay and everything, it feels like something you can just pick up on a console. You know what it is about Grand Blue 2 though, is that I think it's like it expanded into multiple genres as well. Because you had freaking Relink, you had Rising, like they weren't planning on going down quietly anytime soon.
All right.
They're like, no, we gotta
Let's
go
give 'em
bigger.
hell.
ZZZ is such an oddball because of its business model, because a lot of its cutscenes should be in anime quality. It's that good. Yeah, like I love watching the clips of that game. Like the animation's so gorgeous. I don't know what the hell's happening in the story, and that part is lost on me, but I like the animation a lot. I think the animation's like the biggest appeal
It was over before it
as
started.
a spectator whenever I watch ZZZ. Oh jeez. Fuck me, dude. Oh no, not like this. I gotta change stances. Holy shit, you're not dead. Hey Glitch. I am alive. Dude, I've just been super busy. It's so hard to like find time to stream or even like hang out on Twitch.
Is that the best you can do?
Work has been killing me, dude. It has not been great.
It was over before it started.
Damn, didn't kill. Competitive snake. Multiplayer snake. That's my favorite trope, is when you buy a game just to play the minigame inside of it. Because the minigame's so good. Having been to Japan in 2024 and then 2025, the jump in Nikke stuff there has been crazy. Yeah, dude, isn't that insane? I remember expressing the sentiment that there wasn't enough Nikke merch like a year ago. I remember telling you guys this. I was like, dude, there's like no figures to buy, there's nothing. And then there was just this crazy explosion in year 2 of Nikke, in Japan specifically. Like they just caught on and they were like, oh shit, hang on, this fucks. At the current like rate of growth, we will eventually get the Nikke anime. It is for certain. I have no doubts that a Nikke anime will arrive. Whether it's a good anime or not is debatable. I want it to be good, but I feel like with, you know, gacha games and budget and all that, like it might just be not great. We'll see. Dun, dun. Did I retire my third account? I want to give my third account to Synapse. I mean, if Synapse like is okay to accept it, because I figured it'd be fun to just like have him, give him access to the game in case he ever wants to like poke around on his own. Yeah, because the only thing I'm doing right now, Synapse, is like I don't want to just like throw it at you in its current state. Like I want to get you a jump start because that account's kind of suffering right now. Like it's out of gems. It's like it's only got like 2 DPS units that are reliable. And so I'm trying to get enough gems right now and to progress far enough in content so that when Siren drops, you can just like pull for Siren using everything I saved up and then just take it from there. Yeah, I don't know how it works with AU. Well, because I'm on yeah, I signed up on that account on the NA server. If you wanted to, what you would be able to do is like you would log into that account and just pick a different login server when you log in. But that would be like your own playthrough. You know, you wouldn't have all the stuff I pulled or whatever. That would just be like if you're curious about playing from the beginning. Yeah. Otherwise you're like an NA server. I don't think it's like too big of a deal as far as like load times and stuff goes and ping. It's not like the game is like, you know, using a lot of net play stuff all the time. You might have longer loading times at worst. But as far as like just like logging in to watch a couple story events, it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, you mostly care about the story and less about optimal play, right? Yeah. Yeah, dude, I got a 3rd account in Nikke. It's fucking funny. You know, the worst thing that happened to me was that I was playing Nikke at the same time as Balatro. And you know how when you play Balatro, you do runs, right? You have runs in Balatro, and if your run goes bad, you just like reset and start a new run, right? But like you make the most out of the deck you're given. So for whatever reason, my brain decided to go, hang on, maybe Nikke is like Balatro. Maybe this gacha game where I make a new account and then I like, there's a little bit of RNG involved in what kind of deck that I'm given when I pull for units. Like I'm making the most out of my situation, right? And so, yeah, I ended up playing like 3 Nikke accounts at once. My main account, and then my secondary account, and then my secondary account. And now I'm trying to get rid of one of them because it's like taking up way too much of my time. But yeah, I'm trying to get to the point where like at least I can like set up the account to be decent before I throw it off. I think I'll try to get it to you before the 2.5 anniversary for sure, Synapse. It probably won't even take that long. Dropped Nikke for the same reason I dropped FFBE. They didn't give me A2 during the near event. Dude, I just found out recently that A2 has like one of the sickest attack animations in that game. That she's like one of the only units outside of like Scarlet that attacks with a melee attack. And then you just see her like shoot out blade beams. I think it's so sick. Now you need some kind of alarm when you open the Cash App account too. Dude, I spent real money again on the wrong account today. It's the second time I've done this. I was so mad at myself, dude. Last time I spent like $50 like buying, it was on stream too. Like I was really tired that day. It wasn't like, I was kind of distracted. I was tilted about my pulls and everything. Like I ended up spending real money on the wrong account, and then there was no way to refund it or anything, right? Because they don't give refunds for that stuff. They like your money. But yeah, I did that again today, and I was so mad at myself because it was at my weakest moment. Like I was super busy at work, and I was like clocking out, right? And I was just trying to like wrap up like everything I was doing. Is like, oh yeah, I need to buy today's Cash Shop dailies that I've been buying so I can fight this whale in my bracket that's been a huge asshole. And so I just did it without even thinking, and then after I did it, I realized I was on the wrong account. It's like, wait a minute, the shop looks different from the one I'm usually going to. Like some of the items are still available when they should be grayed out, right? So I was like, no! It was only like $20 this time, so it wasn't as bad, but I still feels bad. It's not the fact that I spent money. It's the fact that like I was not careful. You know? Because I don't care about the $20. It's more like I was sloppy. I hate the fact that I was sloppy. That's the part that pisses me off the most. You know what I mean? Picked up Girls Frontline 2. Oh yeah? I've been playing that on the side. Did you pick it up during like the Klukai event? I remember really trying to get into the story when it came out and Tatsu streamed it, but I couldn't do it. I think the story hasn't clicked for me still either, and it's really weird because it's the only game that I'm playing where I just skip the story. I've tried to read it a couple times, but it's like it's not clicking because I think a lot of that game is designed around the expectation that you've played the first Girls Frontline, which means like I'm not the intended audience necessarily. They do this thing where they keep bringing back old characters from the first game and being like, hey, remember this character? And then I'm like, I have no idea who this is. I have zero attachment to this character because I haven't spent time with this. Is the first time I'm seeing them, right? Like if I compare Nikke's story for the first chapter versus GFL 2's first chapter, it's like a world of difference. Because Nikke doesn't expect you to know anything going in. You can just start fresh and like have a good time, right? Yeah, I feel like with GFL story, I need someone to explain it to me. Like what's happening. Because the setting is interesting. That much is very clear. They have a very like long history with that world and all these like events that are referred to during the loading screen and stuff. And I'm like, oh wait, I kind of want to know more about this, but it's just so much. And like I have no starting point, right? The game does very little to catch you up to speed. It just kind of like continues off where the last game ended. Yeah, I think the thing that's keeping me interested in GFL2 is the presentation's really good. Like, I like the tactics XCOM based gameplay as well, and that's been fun, but I think the game's like character models look gorgeous. The music is really good. The dailies can vary, but I'd say like most of the time it's not too time consuming. Most of the time I can go in, go out, finish all your dailies like really quick. Like I think Nikke's dailies take twice as long, you know? I'm at the point where I've cleared most of the content and it just lets me auto battle everything I've done already every single week and like still get the rewards for it. And so that's been really nice. Some of the bits of the story where I'm at, I think it's cooking a bit. I've liked parts of the story that didn't expect me to know anything. Like, I guess the character driven parts, you know? Like when they introduced this character named like Kolfni, and I was like, oh, hang on, I kind of like Kolfni's story and like interacting with her. This is really cool, right? But every time they're like, you know, doing like exposition shit, it just like, I'm lost in the sauce. Yeah, and dude, it's like, it's really funny you say that, Synapse, because a lot of the people who play GFL 2 like say the same shit about Nikke. Like they say the opposite. Where like, man, Nikke is such a garbage game, we can't get into it, right? Like our game's the shit though. Yeah, it's just depending on what side you're born in. It just depends on which one you played first or whatever. Yeah. Perfectly fine with the dude, the characters are really fun in GFL 2 as well. Like the ones I've interacted with. You know, Nemesis, like, you know exactly who Nemesis and Krullik are in the first couple chapters from their banter, from like their odd behaviors, and like, you know, Nemesis is just like spitting poetry every line she speaks. You're like, oh wait, you can't actually talk. I've caught on to this now. That you don't actually say words. You don't speak words normally. GFL 2 story is objectively trash start. Yeah, I didn't want to be too harsh on it because I was like, dude, I know I'm coming into this as like a first time player and that this game is intended for people who have already gotten into the series. But I will say it doesn't do the best job at pulling in new players, in my opinion. You know, I think that's always something I put in the surveys. When they have surveys asking about like my personal input as a player and what I like about the game and what I think could use improvement, I always tell them like, yeah, like the story's kind of hard to get into. You know, I try to be really honest. Oh, how is that game? I think the story for Reverse 1999 always seemed really interesting to me. Yeah, that one's been one I'm curious about. I've watched a couple people play it. Well. I think the thing about one of the big differences too between Girls Frontline 2 and Nikke is like Nikke is a lot more overtly sexualized, right? Like the designs of the characters and some of the writing is like more gooner bait, right? Whereas GFL 2 I think is like, it's got gooner stuff, sure, but it's mostly a serious story. Like it takes itself pretty seriously. Not to say there isn't comic relief or whatever, like that's all still there, but the vibe and the mood is very different. Nikke's got a good balance though. I think Nikke is like, it jumps between comedy and seriousness and sadness and all that really well. I think it has more variety in the emotions you can feel. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, the storm! The fucking storm! There's some crazy shit happening in reverse.
It was over before it started.
Isn't it great though, just like play a gacha game that actually has good story? Because I can tell you there was a time where that wasn't the norm. Oh, fuck me. There was a time when like, I think I would skip most gacha game stories because it always felt like even in Grand Blue. I'm gonna put Grand Blue out as an example here. But like the first
you can do?
like 30 chapters, 50 chapters of Grand Blue are not that good.
I'll do my best.
It's all set up, right? It hasn't gotten to the point of the story where like the best writing occurs, and I think that's where it lost me when I played it back then. Yeah, I think the main thing about Grand Blue that you're there for is like the RPG adventuring vibes.
Thanks.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, that's what I heard too, Animal Farm. Like I have multiple friends who are like super diehard Grand Blue fans, and they're always telling me like, yeah, the events are fucking incredible. It's good character writing.
I'll do my best.
Let's try this again.
The gods have lent you their strength.
Oh, is Callan's about to die? 335 HP. Nah, he's fine, he's fine. I'll walk it off. Oh, Claire Obscure Expedition 33 comes out in April.
It was over before it
I was
started.
really curious about that one. It looks cool. It's like French RPG. When I got to the first storm in reverse, I was like, why would they do this to these people? God, I haven't caught up with that game's story, but I remember watching the like the first couple of chapters on YouTube and really enjoying it.
All too easy.
I have no idea what's happening now in it, though. Oh, we gotta heal. Why am I just seeing it anyway? Is it time to... I already know what she does. We gotta bring back the Gorl. I do like Haren's counter, too. It's hard. What are we gonna do? I wanted to learn Haren counters, but it's like really difficult. Hey, what's up, Juicebox? Welcome in. Yeah, dude. I gotta run Aeonis, right? A Zell counter? Fuck. I'm so conflicted about using Azel because I feel like he's just a mini Callants. Like I already have that archetype filled in my party. I want more variety than like Twink Sword Boy. Like Haren would be good variety. Do I not run healer? Do I just run fucking Aeonis Haren? But I like Reef too. Reef is alright. Are your legs okay from those fists that are rated E for everyone? My legs are pretty dead. I've been going to the gym lately, fucking up my body parts, alternating which body part to fuck up on different days. Like you're supposed to. And today was leg day. Story is what keeps me playing. Yeah, that's how it should be. That's really how it should be. Like, dude, I'm super Nikke pilled, but I don't think I would be if the story wasn't like 10 out of 10 to me.
All right, let's give him hell.
I'm very excited for 2.5 anniversary. Because all the Nikke anniversary stories have hit so far. There's like not a single one that has missed. I don't really need a healer at the moment. Yeah, maybe we can just try this. The thing about healers in these games too is you can just use items, right? You can just bring items. Almost at Nodia? Oh shit. I have no idea what to expect in Nodia. What kind of place is it gonna be? No way you could have done this last stream? Took like 2 hours? Yeah, that's why I was worried. Like, because I think we played this on like a Sunday night or something, right?
It was over before it started.
I like work the next day.
Well done, everyone.
Aeonis leveled up. Let's go. That'd be really funny if one of our party members wore like earmuffs for the entire game, and then at the very end they just take off the earmuffs and it's revealed they're Yasin the whole time. Like, sorry to have kept this from you. I didn't want to... I couldn't find an opportunity to tell you. I'm a hoop earring. I'm a hoop ears. Weren't we trying to design slurs last time for the Yasin? You're like, hey, if you had to find like a slur to call the Yasin, what would you call them? I think my name was Hoop Ears. Hey, Hoop Ears. Who said you could come around here? Yeah, the slur designing string.
Let's give him hell.
Sometimes shit just sounds offensive. Gotta start thinking about the potential for a Yas Queen. The Yasin
Swallow
Queen.
slash.
Yo, time for that swallow slash. You may drink, but he swallows.
It was over
Callance
before
the
it started.
god. Callance, the ultimate fighter. He always swallows. It is cooler than Air Rush. Now that I'm seeing it multiple times, this whole stance is cooler. I like that he's got the quick draw thing going on.
It was over before it started.
Don't fuck it up. Oh my god, that was so close. I almost fucked it up multiple
Prepare
times.
yourself. Swallow slash.
Only been streaming for an hour?
I can see your every move.
Oh my god. That's what happens when you're in combo stance.
I'm ready.
When you're taking a hit, you just eat shit. You got no defense. Yeah.
These are the realities of war.
These are the realities of war.
Well done, everyone.
Goodness gracious. Aeonis is so beautiful. Oh. No, it is west of Remier. It's a bit far, so let's make sure we're prepared. Speaking of news, 2XKO huge update dump. I didn't even get to watch that yet because I was about to, and then I heard it was like an hour. I got scared off. I was like, dude, I got time for that right now. Yeah, I guess they announced there's going to be like 10 characters in the on release, right? Which has a lot of people talking, because 10 characters for a tag fighter is like actually pretty modest. Pretty modest roster size. I personally don't mind it. I feel like people are kind of like spoiled by stuff like MVC. It's like MVC is designed to have like gigantic rosters, and also like most of the characters in that roster are bad anyway. Whereas with 2XKO, like every character seems like they're going to be dangerous in some situation. Like Skullgirl's released with like around 10 characters, right? I don't know the exact number, but it's definitely on the smaller side. And then they added more characters over time, and every character they added was a win. So I'm not like too worried about 2XKO. I don't even think it's about money necessarily. It's about like time and what the team can work on, right? Because someone's still working on the game, and the people that are working on it are like not all of Riot. They're just like a
It was over before it
subset
started.
of like fighting game heads that are trying to make something good, right? Like putting more money into it isn't necessarily going to output
It was
more
over before
quality.
it started.
Whew. Skullgirls deserve better? Dude, what is
I'll make
happening
this
with
quick.
Skullgirls?
Swallow slash.
I don't follow... Like, I haven't followed it too much, but I know, like, a couple weeks ago, there was some kind of, like, lawsuit happening. I can tell the
see your
2XKO
every move.
team is probably, like, not that big, because they keep on hiring people from the FGC. Like, it feels like half the fucking development
the best
team is
you
just
can do?
people that I know from the FGC.
It was over before it started. Well done, everyone.
Yeah, they're like designing characters, they're QAing, they're balancing. They're the experts. I don't think they should be experts though. I think that there's nothing less trustworthy. There's no one less qualified to balance a fighting game than a fighting game player. I prefer it when a non-fighting game player balances the fighting game sometimes. Someone who's not tied to the product. Like, they don't even play that shit.
Let's
they
finish
just, like,
this quickly.
put down their ideas and move on. They just make a mess. And move on. 'Cause I don't know, I feel like if you're, like, super into fighting games, you always have certain biases. You know? If you're the type of person who likes grapplers, for example, you're probably gonna have your grappler designed in a really dumb way. And that's like inseparable from how you are as a human being and what you believe.
It was over before it started.
Like, fighting games have a lot of ideologies attached to them, right? If it's from a competitor. Yeah, even looking at Yasuo, right? Like, I think Yasuo is super well designed, but also there are parts of his kit where you're like, hey, this is like kind of high execution, and the person who designed this is like clearly like crazy about execution. Like, that's what they enjoy. Nice.
Farewell.
What hasn't happened to
Swallow
Skullgirls at this point? Never let a fighting game player design a fighter? Have you seen our suggestion for stuff? Yeah, it's pretty bad. Every new patch, every patch notes is like, I think it would have been better if we did it this way, my
It was
way.
over before it started.
Why won't the devs just listen to me?
Is that the best you can
And
do?
the fact
I'm
is,
ready.
being a great player doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be a great designer. And being a great designer also doesn't mean you're going to ever be a great player. Right? These are two separate skills
Hey, hang
and should
in
be
there.
treated separately. At the end of the day, I care more about Capcom's version of SF6 and not a bunch of people online. Yeah. I feel that way about Dragon Ball FighterZ, right? I think Dragon Ball FighterZ, towards the end of its life cycle, definitely became more about appeasing to the top players who played that game rather than what the
Well done,
designers
everyone.
wanted. And who could blame them, right? Because it's like, that's the only feedback they're getting. There's a lot of complaints from people at every event. You're like, hey, you should do something about this. Why does this character have a half-screen move? Why doesn't my character have it? And then lo and behold, fast forward 2 or 3 patches later, the entire roster has a half-screen move. we've now made half-screen moves balanced in that everyone has it. Also, hey, what's up, Kengo? Welcome in. There's a lot of people who only know how to buff their mains and nerf their bad matchups. Yeah, man, I don't know. I think even I probably would not be... Well, I don't know. I was about to say, like, I don't know if I'd be great at balancing fighting games, but also, like, the more I think about it, I don't really have, like, a bias towards a certain, like, play style. I've been pretty flexible over the years, like, playing anything. Like, even in the cases where you've, like, heard me talk shit about grapplers, like, I've mained grapplers before.
Let's finish this quickly.
Because I've just played so many fighting games over the years, it's like not... It's not like... I don't see how it is in every corner from every single archetype. What I'm saying is I should make a fighting game. I should make one tomorrow. I should start tomorrow. Make the dumbest fighting game.
It was over before it started.
But yeah, I don't know, man. The characters in 2XKO are so well designed that having 10 is fine by me. You can take any character in that game except Darius during the beta and be like, wow, this is really well designed. I don't know about that Darius guy, but the rest of these characters are great. Yeah, except Darius. I think Darius is like super terrible. When I see Darius, I'm like, how was there an entire team of fighting game people working on this game that thought this was okay?
It was over before it started.
Like, he's just playing a different game compared to everyone else. I think they probably got used to the matchup over time. You know what I mean? From having worked on it for so long. But you have to realize, like, fighting Darius for the first time in that game as a new player, like, he has to think so much less compared to every other character in that game. You require so much less, like, brain cells to run a basic Darius game plan. And that's, like, objective. It's not even subjective. He's got a very simple game plan. He gets big rewards off of very simple interactions. Oh fuck. DP to super was insane! It's like barely punishable sometimes. Oh, 2 misses is so bad. I just want to get one of them out. Oh, jeez. This is where we switch styles, right? That's so good. Yeah, 2 styles is the way. Finally, Jesus. I want whoever designed Darius to be castrated. I don't want them to reproduce. Don't pass your seed. Your seed is not needed for the future world. No, that's really what I'm guessing. I think they got used to playing against him because they work on the game. And they like run matches and play sets all the time.
Every move.
Like they got Stockholm syndromed into believing he was okay. Because I don't know, man. I feel like when you design a game, it's just as important to consider the new player's perspective as someone who's like been playing for a while.
Think you can keep up with
like
me?
It doesn't matter if the character is someone you could figure out over the long term. If they're not enjoyable to fighting, like if it's not enjoyable to fight them for a new player, because that new player isn't going to stick around long enough to learn the matchup, right? They're just going to not have a good time and quit.
It'll all be over soon. I promise.
Air rush.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I feel like isolating a character's design to be like, oh yeah, he's actually pretty balanced at high level. Like, that doesn't matter. You kind of have to like, you have to
I can
balance
see your every move.
at all levels of play. It's something I think Smash does really well. Like Smash Brothers. Because it doesn't like discriminate between high or low level. It just makes the character whatever it is. And then the players decide the rest, right?
Think you can keep up?
Yeah,
with
he's
me?
kind of like a bully.
Swallow slash.
Like I do think his kit translates perfectly on what you would expect him to behave like in the original game. Yeah, it's super miserable.
It was over before it started. Well done, everyone.
I'm making my friends fight Darius online. They can suffer with that and I'm retired. Oh man. I remember when Darius came out. Even LOL players were like, is this okay? He's kind of cracked. Smash players trying to ban Minecraft Steve of all characters is wild. They're a lot more ban happy in Smash compared to other games, I feel. Oh shit, is this Nodia? Are we here? I guess this is goodbye for now. I'm sure you'll be fine, but be careful. Take care of Wreath. Wreath is leaving us? There's no need to worry. It is my duty to protect Wreath. Hey, you should take this. Flare acquired. What is it? It's a flare. Whenever you're in danger, aim it towards the sky and shoot it. Then we'll come save you. Are you sure this will work? Come on, baby. This is me you're talking about here. Your cold demeanor sends chills down my spine. Brr. Get used to it. After we're done, let's meet back at headquarters. Ha ha ha. Brr. Just be careful. Yeah. Callance, you too. Thanks. Awkward. He tried to kill her like an hour ago. And I'll be careful too. Anyway, we should head out to the Azure Wings head office. The hell's this? Review the two party. Hang on, the party splitting up? Can I choose? Who goes where? Team 2 will be only healers. Also, it's interesting that everyone has hearts except Callance and Wreath, who just have like a butterfly and then whatever this symbol is. They're like unique. I think Azel can go to team. Oh wait, what? Windows? Windows installation? Did I press the wrong button? I thought we were supposed to review the party. Why do you search for her so desperately? I'd like a reasonable explanation. As long as I don't bring her here, there is nothing to talk about. This is a top secret mission from our leaders. What about Her Majesty? Does she not know of this? She shall never know of this. If this information were to reach her, I might need to kill you. Are you serious? This is for the sake of all Yasin. I cannot rely on Carrion or Azadi. It's an important mission, and I can only rely on you. Are you still not satisfied with my explanation? It will suffice. That sounded like the most Windows sounding sound. Da-na-na-na. Alright, what is this town? We entered a new area. Want to fly an airship? Wonder how it feels to fly like a bird. I get excited just thinking about it. see. You were there during the forbidden magic? Would you happen to know my husband? His name is Kaz. He is handsome and of small stature. You're a short king? I see. You don't know then. Okay, I'll ask someone else. Thank you. Kaz? Is that a character we'll run into later? Did you hear the rumor that the great mage in Myrna was killed? It was a lady named Renee. I heard she was an extraordinary mage. She was attacked by an unknown person with a mask. Horrible, isn't it? Renee? Have we met Renee? Were they one of the bosses we beat up before? Did you know that long ago, the leader of Garut was called the Blue Fox? He didn't like to use weapons. When he was a mercenary, he would think of clever ways to complete his missions without having to use violence. Doesn't seem like I can enter any of these buildings. That's one thing that's nice about this game is you can see all the places you can enter because it's marked on the map. My grandpa said the 8 heroes are still alive. The MAGNA, yeah, they can live forever with that power. It's true, my grandpa said so. The MAGNA CARTA. If you can get that, you can live forever. What is the MAGNA CARTA in this game? Something tells me it's not just the treaty. Is it true that the general of the Alliance is missing? Aren't you soldiers of the Alliance? Tell me the truth. We have a right to know. I ain't telling you nothing, man. I gotta go figure out where to go next. What's this? Empty room? A document informing you that the king is not above the law. But why does that make you immortal? Also, can I raise anyone? Wonder if Wreath is alright. Oh, here we go. She'll be fine or the mission is our only priority. I feel like Callens would have said the second answer, but I'm gonna try to be nice and say the first one. Try to alleviate his concerns. Of course, we have to remember this is Magna Carta Tears of Blood, and all of these social links are super unpredictable. I have no idea if answering this here will make some other character hate me. Let's find out. She'll be fine. Well, I guess so, since Justina's with her. Yeah, let's go. Ooh, so you were worried, huh? Oh wait, good. Not this again. Oh, I was so scared. I thought Heron would get negative points right there. I wonder if Lehas is alright. She's strong, don't worry, or I believe in her, she'll be fine. Probably the second one? I believe in her. She'll be fine. You should tell that to her. Whenever I listen to you two talk, it feels like you guys are just going through the motions. Oh, nice. You're both so alike, but different at the same time. What I do know is that you share the same kind heart. Enough talk. We have a mission to do. And you both try to hide behind the mission at the hand. Or at hand. Nice! I'm killing it! What about... Okay, Haren's tricky. I have no idea how to deal with Haren sometimes. Marikate, huh? You alright, or are you going to stop by Felicia's grave? Fuck, I don't know! Dude, this is hard. Why does he get all the hard ones? What do you guys think about this? We just visited the grave. First one's like asking if he's okay, and like I'm leaning towards that one. Second one's kind of invasive, yeah? 2, you think? Because he does care about Felicia. I think normally, if this was real life, I would just be number 1. But I guess we're skipping that step. Yeah, we're gonna just go. We'll try 2. Since you guys are voting 2. Nah, I don't want to reopen old wounds. Oh, nice. Good job, chat. Smart. You smart. What about Chris? Man, I've always been popular with the ladies for as long as I can remember. The lovely Teresa, the innocent Angelica, the sexy Martina. Oh, such sweet memories. Ignore or put up with. Probably put up with? You know, you're the only person that ever bothers to listen to me. Chris has it so hard. Chris is saying dumb shit all the time that he's starting to get the vibe now that people are just ignoring him. He's like, man, it feels bad. I just want someone to listen to me. Captain, are you alright? My ears are about to rot off from all the crap spewing from your mouth. Looks like she's saying, incredible. Whoa, Maya's okay with it? She thought we did a good job? Maya, even you think that it's incredible? Maya's funny. I like Maya. Can't interact with her for some reason though, that's interesting. Got nothing to say? Nah, put up with is the correct answer, right? Yeah, ignoring is rude. No matter who you're talking to. Ah, Chris has it coming though. Chris deserves all of it. I say this place seems kind of big. We can make a left or a right. Go down here, maybe? Have I talked to this person yet? I lost my son, his wife, and even my grandson. Thanks to the damn Yasin who attacked Marikit. There's nothing left for me now. Jesus! That sucks, man. All the characters in this game are feeling like... What's it like on the other side? Do they hate us as much as we hate them? I'm very curious. Maybe we'll get to that part eventually. Just hang out in like a Yasin village. Mass production of airships would greatly benefit us. But we don't have the skills necessary to create a production system. I mean, we don't even have transportation between villages. That is true. We need more Chris's in the world, unfortunately. He's the only one that could build that transportation system. Ah, this is so annoying. Get out of here. This is my home. Damn it. Why did Dad leave me with such boring work to do? If you're gonna look, then hurry up. I want to get drunk and pass out. Is there anything in this house I could rob? Can I rob anything from this man? I know this looks like a treasure chest, but I can't rob it. Yeah, nothing to do here. Interesting. Just the room. Maya feels easy to please, but also, yeah. Like, half the time you don't know what she's thinking. Very mysterious girl. Oh, the Magna Carta? If you're talking about legends and fables, there's one called Callus of the Crimson Moon. Captain Callus of the Crimson Moon Mercenaries was the commander of a powerful army. But all his soldiers died during a battle with the Yasin. After he obtained the Sword of the Wind, Callus returned to the war, seeking vengeance. Huh? The end of the story? I wonder what happened. Oh, this person's at the very edge of the map. If you want to hear more about mercenaries, why don't you go look for them? Don't ask me. You can communicate with them through the divine vessels, so please ask them directly. It's convenient to use divine vessels for communication purposes, but it costs a lot. Is it those telephone thingamabobs? Are those the divine vessels? I'm getting to those codec calls. Oh yeah, this place is huge, man. Have you ever fought besides General Tasma? No, we hate Tasma. My little brother's in his battalion right now. Since General Tasma is from Nodia, everyone from here wants to fight for him. Do you think General Tasma is too strict? I hope he isn't giving my brother a hard time. That's cute. Someone just worried about their bro. Obviously got smoked. Have you ever heard the rumor about the library in the desert? I don't think it really exists, but many people do. I think someone's just hiding the library. Why would you put a library in the desert? Is there air conditioning? Seems like an uncomfortable place to read. If you're looking for a job as a mercenary, check out the Crimson Moon Mercenaries. They're an ill-natured bunch, so be careful. Jeez! So yeah, check them out. They're kind of shitheads, but check them out. So once you meet them, you'll understand what I mean. Oh, is this the thing? Who am I talking to? Lehas. What's this secret mission about? I can't tell you right now. It's the General's orders. You've been acting strange lately. What you're doing must be dangerous, huh? Not really. You don't need to worry. I see. Well, excuse me for asking. Agrian, as your wings. If you really need it, I can pull some strings and have one assigned to you. That's not necessary. I'll find another way. If you need help, just ask. Don't be stubborn. It's no big deal, really. Huh. I guess that's just how I am. You've always been tough. But don't be afraid to ask for help. I'm serious. I know. I'll talk to you later. Yeah, it was revealed last time we played that Agrian and Callens are like childhood friends, right? But they only found out who the other person was very recently. You're like, oh, you're the same dude from all the way back then? Nodia is big, right? See, the Azure Wings of Nodia is famous, but it's so expensive. It's just a dream to us common folk. Who's Bronx? Say hello to my brother for me. And who's young man? Combining H feeling good with H break free will create a great escape. If you have both of these talismans, give this combination a try. I forgot combining was a thing. Oops. Shall I read your fortune? What do fortunes do again? I haven't been using all these things. I'm scared to touch them. Seems so precious. I'll do this though. We'll do appraisals. End to suffering lowers defense of all enemies. Run like the wind paralyzes all enemies within range. It's pretty good. Topaz pendant, probably an accessory. I'm the blacksmith here in Nodia. Shit, I never got to finish my other quest. Is it still doable? I'm missing a crimson wing. I can do this though. Oh fuck, but we have to cancel out of our other quest before starting this one. Man. What the hell? Demon gloves? That would be crazy if these demon gloves were better than the gloves that we just got from Haren's fiance. Just like replace it immediately. I wonder where I should go. I'm gonna check out this side actually. This southern side. So many NPCs to talk to. I don't want to miss anything they say if it's important. When I was young, they didn't have as many azure wings as they do now. They only had 1 or 2 back then. It's war that's bringing in all the money now. It's so dangerous nowadays that no one is using them for travel. I thought maybe having a good fortune for a character makes them better in battle or something. Yeah, I know they explained it previously too. I just wasn't... I don't remember exactly. Pilots who fly azure wings are so stuck up. They totally ignore people who don't have any money. Go down here. PS2 load times. We're the ones suffering because the Tree of Light was destroyed. It is inevitable for someone who loses the most important thing in his life to become unmerciful. Is there anyone more dangerous than someone who has nothing to lose? Is he talking about me? Is he talking about Callants? Went north of Bayer on a mission once. It was horrible. All I could see for miles and miles was ice and snow. If you walk around for 30 minutes, you'll know why it's called the Ice Fields of Norden. Ice Fields? Nosen Library? It really existed? Oh, is that the library in the desert that they were talking about? I thought he was just talking nonsense. Oh my god, I'm gonna get so lost here. It's not like there's a ton of branching pathways, but it's like so big. I don't know much about the Magna Carta, but I heard if you can get your hands on it, you can use the ultimate weapon. If that's true, then we can really stick it to the Yasin, right? Like wham! Ha 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 ha! What is the Magna Carta? It's so vague. Every character keeps referring to it, but I have no idea what it is. I met an interesting merchant the other day. His name was, I can't remember his name, but he was a really happy guy. He was selling a lot of useful weapons. It's strange, but he always seems to be in places that need weapons. Oh, the merchant that appears on the road? I know. Brown boy, do you know? You know the Magna Carta? Maybe the real Magna Carta was the friends, people willing to kill the Yasin we made along the way. The ultimate weapon was racism. Nothing can defeat it. Not even love. Do you know that really good-looking merchant? He sells weapons in dangerous areas. I wonder why such an attractive guy would do that. Is there a reason for it? Is there a reason for an attractive person to make money? I survived the forbidden magic, but before I even had a chance to enjoy it, I was sent to another battle. I worry that I won't be able to survive it next time. The war is getting worse. I should just run away. Did this guy survive a battle by getting Phoenix down and he's like living to tell the tale? Like, dude, that shit was crazy. I died and someone used Phoenix down and I'm like breathing again. It's like MGS5's plot. Yeah, the racist virus. The vocal cord virus. I remember that shit. That was a crazy plot line. I liked that part of MGS5 so much. Because you actually had to like look through all of your members to figure out what the consistency was. Like, why were certain people sick over others, right? You're like, oh wait, it's because they all speak the same language. It's like strange similarity. How does Kojima come up with that shit? The genius Kojumbo. What if we made a virus that was contracted through speaking certain languages, and then we can just wipe out an entire culture since everyone's culture is tied to their language. I'm actually technically skipping solving the puzzle by advancing the plot and going back to Mother Base. Wait, for real? You can do that? You can just avoid getting people killed by skipping to the next progression point? It only advances when you go back to base. I see. Yeah, I remember that was so rough because people would die, right? It felt like you were on a like a time limit. Oh man, MGS5 is so good. I just wish it ended. I wish I had a proper ending. That's the only thing. I thought the Yasin would be destroyed if the Tree of Light was gone. But it seems like they're still doing well. Oh. Even the Yasin suffering from Ruma managed to survive. It shows how much we humans really don't know about them. Oh my god, there's so many NPCs to talk to. Glad my husband came back from the war. But since then, he's changed. At night, he wakes up screaming, "Carrion is coming!" I have no idea what that means. Husband, you are crazy. Oh, silly husband. Experiencing your PTSD. There he goes again, that husband of mine. Having nightmares in the middle of the night. It's almost great. The people saying Kojima intentionally left the game unfinished so you feel the phantom pain is Mega Cove 2. If that's not the most, like... Did you know the reason why the minigames in No More Heroes are mundane is because Suda51 wanted you to feel how mundane it was for Travis to do these tasks. It's actually on purpose. I'm a genius. The developer's a genius. Oh shit! Finally got a better weapon. Who should I... Oh, hang on. This wand is a huge improvement for Ionis. We even got some accessories for her. Yeah, let's go buy her something nice. I want some nice Ionis. Get you this soul necklace. Oh no! There's a bow user, chat. I don't know who it is, but there's a bow user at some point. Oh no, maybe it's Chris. Yeah, I just remembered Chris uses like a crossbow type weapon. You know that thing that sucked? It sucked on purpose. It was sucky by design. We definitely made it intentionally bad. Because that was such a good idea. What should go away for this? Whoops, wrong one. Soul necklace. Necklace of Life looks pretty good. Trying to think of what some of the most hyped up sucked on purpose gameplay is. Got a good one. Suffering from malaria in Far Cry 2. I haven't played Far Cry 2. What was the situation behind that? Was that not a good part of the game? Didn't correct my friend from calling Dragon Quest Dragon Warrior. It's okay. Because chances are your friend is like 70. Because only 70-year-old people would know that name. That is the name of the first Dragon Quest game that came to the States. It was called Dragon Warrior. So in Far Cry 2, you're supposed to assassinate this guy called the Jackal, and instead you get infected with malaria. And you have to actively make sure you get enough medicine or you'll pass out in combat and your vision will get all blurry. Oh, but it's just like annoying gameplay-wise, right? But the excuse is, oh no, we wanted you to feel how people with malaria feel. We gave you cancer in the game to understand the pain of cancer victims. Weapons you find in the
Let's finish
field
this
off
quickly.
random enemies were rusted and shitty, or would jam and fall apart randomly, but the ones you bought at safe houses were pristine. God, I used to play a lot of Dragon Warrior because that was one of the first games I ever had for console. It's crazy. Good place to start, honestly. Out of all the RPGs I could have played, like Dragon Quest is a good one. Nice and simple. I think RPGs, the first time you play them, are very weird to look at.
It was over before it started.
Like, I remember playing FF7 when I was a kid.
Well done, everyone.
And like one of my parents walked by and watched me play, and they were just like, "What the fuck is this?" Right? What is this game? It didn't make sense to them because they're used to seeing like action games and characters that move around, but instead they were watching me battle in like this turn-based battle system, and everyone was just like waiting. You know, there's bars filling up on the screen. There's a bunch of like menus and text, and they're like, I don't understand what's going on. I thought video games were easier. You just walk up and punch people, right? And then you got something like, no, actually, there's a story in this one. The story's really good. Like, for real? Video games with a good story?
Let's finish this quickly.
Getting Dragon Warrior in the mail for free was the craziest thing when I was a kid. I felt like I stole something. Did they mail it to you? Was this part of some kind of like magazine subscription? The shitty weapons was thematic and legitimately pretty cool since it was easy to stick to and just the good weapons if you wanted to. Far Cry 2 was notable because it, for the time, it had crazy good real-time fire simulation and spread in the environment. Ooh, I didn't know that. I think my first RPG was Dragon Warrior 4. I need to play the older Dragon Quest games. I'm like super behind in that franchise. I kind of came in late. I played the first one and then didn't play any of the ones following that. And then I played 8. So everything in between 1 and 8 I just missed out on. Threw a grenade and lit the savannah on fire. That's cool. That's really amazing. Especially considering like the time it came out. Might be one of the best in-game fire sims. Traveling around the map was abysmal. There were like 6 set fast travel bus stops in Far Cry 2 and that was it. You just had to walk the rest of the way, huh? Nintendo Power sent out to subscribers back in the day. That's crazy. I kind of missed that era. That's also the era where you'd get like demo discs with your cereal. Like every time you buy cereal from the supermarket, it would just come with like the most random shit, like toys or video games. There was like a Chex Doom clone or something like that. Wolfenstein clone.
It was over before it started.
But it had Chex characters. stop walking away. Where are you going? Your first true RPG was Chrono Trigger? Holy crap, you started at the best one. Might as well just stop there.
It was over.
Why
before
play
it
anything
started.
after Chrono Trigger? You're done. You finished the game. You finished RPGs. You've solved them. What did you play after Chrono Trigger? And did it pale in comparison?
It'll all be
Or
over
you're like,
soon.
this is pretty good, but it's not Chrono Trigger, guys.
Swallow slash.
I learned how to grind in Dragon Warrior when I was like 5 or whatever. Just the concept of grinding. I was like, wait, I'm getting stronger if I battle. So
It was over
if I
before it
keep
started.
battling, I'll keep getting stronger. Like I can
All
just
too easy.
beat up the same enemy over and over. Like it came so intuitively. Super Mario RPG I liked, but yeah, not Chrono Trigger. Dude, Super Nintendo was such an amazing era for RPGs. Like fucking hell. Super Mario RPG stole like one of the best. Earthbound stole one of the best. Like so many games from that time period, like FF6. They've stood the test of time still. This NES is amazing.
Let's finish this quickly.
I like the Super Nintendo and PS1 era because it's kind of like before the cutscene shit started happening. You know what I mean? Before developers became super obsessed with making games look pretty with CG cutscenes. Like there was actually a bigger emphasis on gameplay and the connection the player had with gameplay was a little more like
It was over
it
before
was
it
more
started.
of the focus, right? Nice. In Dragon Warrior, if you're too much
You
stronger
don't
than the
stand a
enemy, they would run
chance.
away from you, and there was no
Swallow
greater
slash.
feeling of power in an RPG. Yeah, you hear the like the footstep sound, the escape noise, escape.sfx.
It was over before it started.
I was looking through my Steam library trying to find more shitty on purpose mechanics. Even I'm trying to think of like an example. It's hard.
You're wide open. Swallow slash.
It's hard to have the gall to come up with such an excuse. We made it bad on purpose. It's like always a cop-out.
It was over before it started. Well done, everyone.
I'm trying to think of maybe games with like bad controls. And then they're like, oh yeah, it's controlling bad because that's how it's supposed to control. Oh, Last Guardian. Last Guardian's a good one. You know, in Last Guardian, you have like that Trico beast, and it's like super annoying to deal with its AI. And I guess their answer was that, oh, we made it like a real pet. Like he's not always supposed to listen to you. Because that's what a real pet would behave like. I'm like, I don't want to hear that when I'm playing a video game and I'm getting stuck on a puzzle for 30 minutes because your shit AI didn't interact with the environment when they were supposed to. Like I wasted half an hour because your AI was poorly programmed. You know what I mean? That is not cool. You can't make that excuse. Dude, am I leaving town, by the way? Am I going the right area? Because I'm not even in Nodia anymore. Where am I going? What am I doing out here? enjoyed
this
the
quickly.
experience of Last Guardian, but I think it's mostly because I like that developer. I would never like recommend or even consider replaying that game as much as I would recommend or replay like Shadow of the Colossus or Eco. It's hard to come back to Last Guardian. It's hard to come back for seconds.
It was over before it started.
That game also went through like the craziest development hell, right? I thought it was gonna get canceled at multiple points. Everyone did. Oh, fuck me. I think of the 3 games, I still like Shadow of the Colossus the most. I like how it is narratively. I like the gameplay and like the sense of scale of climbing these giant colossi. Music's fucking incredible. Oh yeah, the Haunting Ground dog. I remember.
It was over before it started.
Yeah, kind of a weird, like,
All too easy.
weird gameplay mechanic to get used to. You didn't really know what was going on under the hood. But yeah, they definitely try to make it behave like a dog. Am I going the right way? Where the fuck am I going? I'm gonna walk my ass over here. It's a dead end. Yeah, because we never even got like a quest or like a story thing, right? We entered Nodia and then we just left. So maybe I'm supposed to go back to Nodia. Also, I just picked up something. Finest KO! Yo, thanks so much for the raid, dude. What were you guys up to today? Welcome in. Dazzling outfits, pretty good. Playing boomer games? Yeah. I've been trying to get through this one. It's like really long. And I know you probably have come across this issue too as a streamer where you're like, I really want to play this RPG, but I know if I do, it's going to be like a huge time sink into my streams, right? Like, I don't know if I'm going to finish this in 2 weeks or 2 months.
Let's finish this quickly.
Oh, and if it's a PS2 RPG, or if it's an RPG where like not everything is
That won't
voiced,
work
you're gonna
on
have to
me.
be doing a lot of reading yourself, right? And that gets super tiring over time. Like your voice is simply not meant to endure talking for that long
It'll all
over
be
that
over
many
soon.
sessions.
I promise. Swallow slash!
Dun. But yeah, we're talking about the discussion that we were talking about before you rated us was games that have gameplay mechanics that they claim to have designed poorly on purpose. So like for example in No More Heroes, when you're doing like mundane tasks in between your assassination gigs, like Suda51 was like, oh no, we made that mundane on purpose because we wanted to make you feel what the 9 to 5 grind would feel like from Travis's point of view. This is what Travis felt. That's why the minigames are not fun. That's why the minigames are not enjoyable. It's because we wanted to convey that feeling to you. It's very meta, you see. We're very good at writing this video game into an engaging concept. Yeah, just mowing the lawn. Play a lot of Yakuza games, so I'm kind of used to it for sub-stories. Oh god, that's true. That's like 50% of the game too of Yakuza games, right? You spend like more time in sub-stories than you do for the main campaign. A couple of years ago, I replayed Phoenix Wright on stream, and those... Oh my god! That one always scared me. I hear about people that begin streaming that game sometimes, and I'm like, wait, do you know what you're getting into? Because this is going to be a lot of reading. Like a lot. And the chapters just get longer and longer as you like progress through the game as well, right? It's not like they're evenly paced.
This fight is over. Air rush!
You know, you'll get chapters that are 3 times as long as the chapter before it. I made the mistake of streaming a visual novel in one of my like earlier years. I was trying to stream oh god, what was the name of that game?
It was over before it started.
It's like Shibuya Incident
done,
or something like that. It was like this goofy Japanese visual novel using like live action footage. Shibuya Scramble. Yeah, 428 Shibuya Scramble. I had to look it up in my Steam library. So I tried to stream that and I did not finish. I got through like maybe like the first 20% of the game and just like dropped it because my voice was dying. Like I would actually run out of breath. Yeah, I want to go back to it though. It seems like such a like an entertaining story. Yoko Taro's games are a good example actually though. Yeah, I'll give Yoko Taro the pass. When Yoko Taro tells me that the quests in Nier like Replicant are mundane because
Everyone ready?
because that's how Nier like wants to feel. Like they want to feel like they're helping the villagers and shit. Like, oh yeah, I'm being helpful. I can be a hero too. Like I'm like, I believe that. Sure. I think Nier also does a good job of like sprinkling in like really good
Is that the best you can
quests in between all the like the filler stuff. Like every now and then you get one that hits you in the feels, right? Yeah, I believe Yoko Taro when he says it, because that's like their shtick, right? The madman who wants you to have your save file deleted at the end of the playthrough because it represents the end of the hero's journey and like letting go and all that stuff. Like I'm like, yeah, I believe you. You deleted my save file, dude. I believe you. I mean, you've clearly like thought this through, and you're not just using it as a cop out. Hey, what's up, Zai? Welcome in. How's it going, dude? I think with side quests, having some smaller filler side quests is fine in between the quality ones. Yeah, I think so too.
Well done, everyone.
There has to be a balance, right? It's okay for there to be like a little bit of variety. Like not everything needs to be a banger. Nikke's kind of like that, right? Anniversary stories in Nikke are bangers, and then you get like a lot of filler events in between, and they're good, but they're not anniversary events. And so it's kind of like you get a lot of hills, a lot of ups and downs, right? And that's fine. Because the downs and those hills make the ups even better. Myrna Road, we don't need to go that way. You can come back later. I did go the wrong way. I think I was supposed to stay in town and investigate more. But we ended up, like, getting lost. Last year I did replay through Automata and committed to the save file delete at the time. Dude, I still need to finish Automata. I've only played through Replicant with the new version, not the original version, but the version of all the numbers in the name. I forget all the numbers. Yeah, so you know what happened to me with Automata? I was playing it and I was enjoying the hell out of it. And then I like finished 2B's playthrough and got burnt out. I was like, oh, I'm good. That was a lot. Oh, time to come back to this one whenever I'm ready. And then I never did. And I heard that that game really doesn't begin until you know, start getting towards that, like, the 9S and the 8C playthroughs, right? And so it's always been on the back burner for me. I'm like, I really want to go back to that and finish the rest of that game. But at this point, I'd probably just start over from the very beginning, right? It's been so long. There should be another dojo? For real? Actually, like Replicant a little more than Automata. So I haven't played through both, but I find it hard to believe that I would enjoy Automata's story over Replicant's at the end of the day. Because Replicant's story is just that good. I'm like, there's no way anything's gonna top this, right? I like the roster of characters. I like the story. I like the music. Everything in Replicant's fucking incredible. But the gameplay. The gameplay, when it came out originally, was like, it's okay. It's not why people are crazy about the game. You know, it's there. A little too melodrama. I think Automata is definitely a better complete package. Yeah, I'll have to see. My opinion needs more exposure from Automata's end before I can say for sure. I just think the gut feeling is like, I'm like, man, Replicant just vibes with me. I like I've connected more with Replicant in like the first 5 hours of playing that game than I ever did playing the entire playthrough with 2B, right? That's like the feeling I have. I love what it does with like the whole subversion aspect of being an RPG hero. That's a fucking time skip too. The time skip is fucking incredible. Replicant literally made me feel empty when I was done because I knew it was over. Same I vibe with Nier and his gang and the twist. Yeah, dude, the gang is so good. The gang is it's so fucking incredible. There's nothing that will be better than Kaine. Went from Twink Boy to Twink Man to Raiden MGS4. Now it's my turn to protect you, Snake. He really did just become Raiden. There's an easier way to ride Azure Wings. If you bribe them, they'll take you to a secret location. That's right, I was supposed to meet up with the Azure Wing dudes or whatever, right? Are they here? Maybe this is them. What the fuck are you? Welcome, where are you headed? The Nosen Library in the Entrance Desert. The Entrance Desert? Excuse me, you're joking, right? That is a dangerous place. Regardless, we still need to go there. If you insist, but it's definitely going to cost you. Somewhere in the neighborhood of about 10,000 Sid. What? Why so expensive? It's a long way to the Entrance Desert, not to mention the danger involved. This is freaking highway robbery. What kind of business are you running here? You'll have to excuse my burly friend here. He's just sore that he gambled all his money away yesterday. Would you like to use the Azure Wings? We'll pay. Oh my god, how much money do I even have? Let me check. I knew it was expensive, but I didn't expect it to be that much. Damn. I think we would have been better off riding in your great whatever you call it. Oh, now you finally recognize my skills. I wonder if there's any way to use the Azure Wings. Do I even have enough money? I do have enough money. We could pay for the trip. We could. Hated getting the true ending in Replicant. Shit was such a slog. Yeah, because you have to beat the game like 5 times, right? Like total. I think it gets easier by the end, but I definitely like agree that it's a slog. It is Yoko Taro shit happening, right? I appreciated that, like, in the subsequent playthroughs, at least it loads you halfway through the story, like after the time skip, so you don't have to play it through the very beginning of the game. Yeah, dude, Vice is really good. Oh my god. One of the routes you have to buy every weapon, I think. Yeah. Yeah, you have to like do all this completionist like trophy type gameplay just to get the true ending. The worst was the farming quest. Remember the quest where you had to like plow a farm and like plant seeds and shit? And the seeds would grow based on real time. And so if you wanted to exploit it, you could like change your system clock to move forward into the future so that the seeds would grow faster. That was the worst one. That was the one right there where I'm like, this is insane. You should never do this unless you're Yoko Taro. You should never do this, period. But Yoko Taro gets away with it because we give him the pass. Yeah, because I remember streaming Replicant and having to do that
you all right?
throughout the weeks.
I need some of that medicine. Oh, it hurts.
Okay.
Is this
Don't
Agrian?
worry. But I'll have to go get it. Just hang on until I get back.
I can't believe they used child actors for the child actors. They used child actors for the child characters. Insane. Why would you do that? The sandstorm is worse than what I anticipated. It's too dangerous. This guy's got horns? Who is this guy? Oh, it's the guy we were talking to. What? It's impossible with the ship. We can still turn back. Ah! Wow! Wowie zowie! Is their ship falling? Due to the storm? I was playing Gestalt side by side while you were on Replicant. You could see the differences quickly. I had the more shitty gameplay. Yeah. Like, I think Replicant gameplay is pretty good. I don't think it's as good as Automata. But compared to the original version of Nier, it's like a huge improvement. It's like night and day. Why are we always so unlucky? Come on, man. Where's your sense of adventure? Ew, it's so hot. There's no way we can walk to the library from here. We need to get moving. We won't last long out here without water. I so knew this was gonna happen. We're going to need some to get through the sandstorm. Huh? What are you blabbing about? Yeah, it's our only hope. We have no time to waste. Hey guys, we need to go to Efor. There's one way to get to the Nosen library. This guy just crashed a ship and now we're just leaving him here? If you're careless and you wander into the Entrance Desert, you may never come out. Some say it goes on forever. But I heard if you have a certain item, you can make it through easily. What was it called? I don't remember. I don't have it here anyway. But please take a look at my merchandise. Merchandise? Welcome. You became a shopkeeper. Wow. Why is the practice sword stronger than my current sword? The hell? Should I get this practice sword for Callants? I'm getting kind of poor though. Chise, thanks so much for the follow. Welcome in. Chise is one of those usernames where I feel like it's like, oh, how'd you net that one? Feels like that one should have been taken. Just a 5-letter username, right? No numbers, no nothing. That's a rare SSR username. I gotta equip this. Why is practice sword so good? Oh, Chase is FGC adjacent. They have also suffered the slings and arrows of outrageous fighting game balance. Wait, I didn't even sleep. I was full HP. Knows Alex Myers? Oh, Alex is cool people. That guy's so tall. It's so weird, like, because I always knew of Alex Myers, and then one time we ate Korean barbecue together, and I was like, dude, you're really tall. I had no idea. You see people on stream, but they're always like sitting down or whatever, right? You don't get the scale. You don't see the sense of scale. He's the homie. Acerg or Akerg? How do I pronounce that? Welcome in. Thanks so much for the follow. Training here at the Hakushu Dojo to obtain the Daichi Myakudo style. Do you want to train with me? Oh shit. More training? Who's this one for? I think Kojumbo has no clue how to tell a story, but he has a cool concept he wants to share. No, he knows how to tell the story. That's why the dude's name is Sam Porter Bridges, because he's porting the bridges. And that's why her name is Fragile, but she's not so fragile. He knows everything. He planned it. He planned it. They call me Heartman because I live in a heart-shaped lake and I stop my heart. Dead man guy. And baby McBabyson. All I'm saying is, like, as dumb as some of Kojima's shit is, I would love to watch a movie by that guy. Just to see what happens. He's getting up there in the world. He's making all these like Hollywood celebrity friends and shit. I'm like, what if we just make you like, what if we just give you the opportunity to make a movie? It'll be like the dumbest shit ever, but I want to see it. Yeah, I want a movie to happen from him in our lifetime. Please. He was made for it. This is his end game, right? Would it be terrible or amazing or both? I think the nice thing about Kojima is, like, at least it's never boring. He'll get some kind of reaction from you, right? Oh shit. I don't know who's... In order to pass the beginner course, you must destroy a stone pillar with one strike. Note that only members who can use martial arts may be trained. Wait, how do I do this? One strike. Has to be Haran? Can he even do this? Am I supposed to manipulate the elements?
Let's give him hell.
What the hell? Oh, I missed the last one. Is this still gonna one strike it? Okay. I think this is just a power check.
That all?
Oh my god! Signups, you're right! We need the Hideo Kojima movie to have Hideo Kojima credits. Where it's like, story by Hideo Kojima. Directed by Hideo Kojima. Advised by Hideo Kojima. Oh no, yeah, he's definitely like for real, like a film buff, right? He's not faking it. He actually is like super passionate about films. It's very clear. I also appreciate like reading his thoughts on various movies. He defended Joker. He defended the new Joker movie, and I was like, okay, I appreciate that, because I feel like everyone shat on that movie, but I actually liked it. I thought it was like misunderstood a little bit. A lot.
That was a joke.
It's like the thing that people expected out of Joker was maybe not what they should have been expecting. Everyone wanted a sick, nasty Joker movie where he goes sicko mode, but really it's like about
All right.
a guy
Let's give him hell.
and his mental health problems and how society doesn't care about him or know him or remember his name. It's really like it's more about Arthur Fleck than it is about Joker, right? Oh no! Need more training, dude. It sucks because I paid for that lesson. I just paid money to fail that lesson. We are now poorer for it. Can I destroy it with my drive gauge thing? You need more training.
All right.
Hello.
Let's give him hell.
Is it Acerg? Am I saying it correctly? I'll try using the Trinity Drive. It should increase our damage. 3 greats, let's go. There's no way this will fail. Yeah! Now I can't use it again.
That all?
Acerg is right? Perfect. I had a feeling. You have a lot of ability. Go to the advanced level.
That's that.
Hey chat, doesn't this guy look like Waka? A little bit. Doesn't he give you Waka vibes? He's also racist. So maybe that's why I'm like getting extra Waka vibes from him. Good old racist Waka. He just feels like Waka's long lost cousin. Actually saw the front room. Oh no! Oh jeez! Dude, that movie was my least favorite movie of 2024. It's just like, you know, it doesn't feel good to watch. Like, you just leave angry. It's very obnoxious. It's not scary. It's not like a thriller that you can get excited over. It's just kind of annoying. I hated the front room. But yeah, I don't think we can defeat the advanced course, so I'm gonna chill out here. Hey, signups, I'm assuming this desert's kind of big, right? Should we save this for another stream? I'm assuming this place takes a while to get through. It is, huh? Yeah. Might have to call it here then. I mostly wanted to do a short stream today. You don't like feeling angry leaving a movie? Dude! I forgot what movie I watched recently, but like 5 people walked out of the theater. 5 people! Dude, that's insane to me! They paid for the ticket and then they left. Dude, like they're not in the same group. There's like different people, right? Oh, it was Ash. It was fucking Ash. I remember now. 5 people walked out of the substance. That one I can kind of understand because it's like a little graphic and some people can't handle that. They didn't know what they were signing up for, right? Yeah, the Flying Lotus movie. Let me pull up an image. One sec. I have a picture somewhere around here. Yeah, this one. Oh shit, my bad. Let me shrink this. Yeah, this film. 5 people walked out of this. It's like a sci-fi, like thriller film, made by Flying Lotus, who is like a American record producer and DJ. And this is like their directorial debut. But they also did the music in the film with all their experience in music, so I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, it's like very much like a slow burn sci-fi film for the first part of it, and then as you start moving, it starts to get campier and campier in a way that I really enjoyed. Like by the end of the film, you're basically just watching a Resident Evil cutscene, and I like that. And I get that not everyone in the audience did, because it's very like campy, like low budget type of film. But I don't know, man, it was cool. I'm with it. It's probably not something you need to be in a rush to watch in theaters, but you know, if it ever releases digitally, I'd give it a look. It's kind of like, it's very obviously like video game inspired, I feel. It feels like I'm getting some Resident Evil from it, some like Super Metroid type shit from it, like a little bit of everything. Walking out in Megalopolis. Yo, Megalopolis. Go back to the club. Megalopolis was a movie. That was a... It felt like a waste of money. I felt like there was like a lot of like money that went into all those like effects and stuff, but none of it was actually cool. You know? It was like why did you make this kind of thing was how I felt by the end. Oh, you're thinking of watching what do you call it? Magazine Dreams, Synapse? Magazine Dreams is pretty good. Yeah, it's like a drama about a bodybuilder that just wants to be remembered and leave a mark in the world. But he's kind of like socially awkward and shit. And so it's kind of like going to that like, it kind of goes into that like Taxi Driver territory in a lot of parts of the movie. Yeah, it's worth seeing, I think. It is. The acting is really good as well. The Return is out. It's the Odysseus movie with Ralph Fiennes. Oh shit! For real? Is that any good? What are people saying about that? Apparently it came out last year. But maybe it's just starting to show up in more theaters now. Yeah, I'll have to check that one out. I'm like always trying to find out what movies are playing, especially around this time of year, because this is like usually when the best movies start coming out. It's actually been pretty solid this year for movies so far, even in January. Yeah, a lot of 8 out of 10s across the board for me so far. But yeah, guys, like I said, I'll probably call it here. I appreciate you guys coming to hang out, though. Hopefully we can play more Magna Carta soon. Let me see who there is to raid. Hey guys, what is that called? What is it called when someone does? You know what I mean? Why isn't there a name for that? When someone like plays with their mouth to make noises, why isn't there a word for that specific action? What is that called? It feels like it should have a word. I was like thinking about this the other day. It drove me crazy. Like, you know, when someone goes like, you know? Nothing? Nothing? There's gotta be a word for it, man. There needs to be. I'm sure there's gotta be, right? You would think so, right? Alright, so we got some choices today. Got some choices to send you guys off to. I'm thinking that maybe I will dig through the retro category really quick to see if there's any similar games to this one that we could send you guys off to. I don't know, man, because people will be streaming like RPGs and stuff, but they're usually the more mainstream ones. You're not getting hipster shit like Magna Carta Tears of Blood. No one wants to roll in the mud with me. Set us free, streamer. I will set you guys free. Thanks for the raid again, by the way, dude. I really appreciate it. It's always good to see you. How about good luck on Sleep Zai. That's always Lexi's base. You should play Red Ninja. Dude, did you guys see Red Ninja? Like, has been popping the fuck off on Twitter. There's like a revival for that game now. Like, this is like pop, like cult classic type thing is happening to it. Where I guess they, you know, they found the artist that designed the character on Twitter. And then now we're just getting a bunch of like Red Ninja fan art and like hidden developer like content that we never got to see before. Yeah, that's why like a lot of people have been talking about it for the last month. It's crazy. Oh, I could send you guys off to Scone. Yeah, they're playing a retro game right now. It's not an RPG, but some kind of game, or maybe it is an RPG. Some kind of game called Fester's Quest, and they're speedrunning it. Yeah, Sconebone's cool. I'll send you guys off to them. Wait, you know this game? This is the first time I've seen it. It looks pretty charming though. It's like, looks like a horror game. The game's shit. Yeah, Fester's Quest speedrun. Glitchless, nooseless, with turbo on real NES hardware. That's what we're jumping into. The Acid Bros speedran it? Yo, what the fuck? I didn't know he was fucking with speedruns like that. Anyway, guys. Bye-bye. I don't have a super set stream schedule, but I wanted to check out this game tomorrow. There's a game that I received a code for named Goal Scrapers. And if I have the energy, no promises, I would like to stream it tomorrow. We'll see. I might be tired. Work's been killing me. But yeah, that is the tentative plan. If it's not tomorrow, then at least we could stream it on like Saturday or Sunday. It's not a big deal. But goodbye. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for all the follows. Thanks for the raids. Peace out. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye.